Welcome to Solihull Radio. My name's Nick Whitehouse, and I am lucky enough to be joined by Angela and Grace from Fun in the Park. Hello, ladies. How are you today?
Hello.
We're very well, thank you.
You're good.
Okay, well, tell me a little bit about the history of Fun in the Park, because it's coming up, and it's been going for quite a while. I think it's on the 23rd of September this year in Tudor Grange Park. But how long has it been going on for?
Fun in the Park has been running as a family community day for 13 years.
13 years now.
It started life in Bruton Park, but quickly outgrew that park because of limited parking over there. And for the last 8 or so years has been in Tudor Grange Park.
So have you been working with that for a long time, or have you come into it quite recently, or what?
I've been involved for something like 9-10 years now, in different guises and to different levels. The event was originally run by Monk's Path Rotary Club. Unfortunately, that club ceases to exist now, and 7 years ago, Solihull Soroptimists took over the running of the event in order to keep it going.
So you're both from the Soroptimists organisation.
We are.
A lot of people may not be familiar with who the Soroptimists are, so can you give us a quick whistle-stop tour of who the Soroptimists are? Maybe, Angela, you could help us with that.
Well, we are actually the world's largest women's service organisation. There are Soroptimist clubs in just about every country throughout the world, and we have consultative status on the United Nations. And our objectives are to empower, enable and educate women and girls to allow them to achieve their best potential.
So what sort of things are they doing currently in Solihull?
Well, in Solihull, obviously Fun in the Park is one of our big things, because not only does it raise money for local charities, but we like to offer it as a big community event that involves families. But we also do other things. We run a public speaking competition for secondary age school children, which we have a competition every February, leading to a regional competition later in the year. What else do we do, Grace?
Well, we're currently involved in celebrating the
Yes.
100th anniversary of women getting the vote. So we've held an afternoon tea, which we're very lucky to have Dame Caroline Spellman, MP, and also the Mayor of Solihull, Councillor Flo Nash, join us, along with representatives from various charities and individuals, to talk about what voting means to them and what democracy means to them, and how everyone can get involved today. Over the next few months, we're going out into the public, in public spaces such as the Core Theatre and the college, up to Chelmsley Wood shopping area and into Solihull Town Centre. Raising awareness of the importance of the anniversary, but also talking to people about what barriers there may be to voting, how people vote, what we can do to help locally, all sorts of ways of trying to encourage people to get more involved.
Do you think that the women in the Solihull area are very politically active, or could be more politically active?
The word political seems to put a lot of people off.
Right.
We're more concerned about getting people involved in affairs and issues which affect them and which they are very interested in. That may lead to political involvement as such, or it may just lead to local campaigns on specific issues. It may be simple things like the number of benches around for people, older people, or people with mobility problems to sit down and rest. Or it may be more important issues such as personal safety, how people feel being out and about in the evening. All sorts of issues may come up which are of local
So
interest.
it's moving people, or women more widely. It's moving from being passive to active, I guess. If there's an issue, to sort of take action and do something about it and speak about it, and then that is politics on a very personal level, isn't it?
It
is what it means to you. I
That's
guess.
right, and I feel very strongly that local activity generally leads to national changes,
Mm.
and many of the big things that have happened nationally have started in a small way in a local area.
Mm. Mm. And just grown and grown and grown.
That's right.
So let's talk about fun in the park.
Okay.
If I go there, what am I likely to see? If I've got a 9-year-old, and I sell it to me.
Sell it to you. Well, for a 9-year-old, we've got a huge blow-up maze that he can wander through, and we also have those Landzor balls, where the children can get inside and roll around in an arena in a great big ball. But
Will a 6'4", 38-year-old? I mustn't age myself too much there.
I don't think you'd be allowed in, I'm afraid.
No!
We also have one of those fantastic bouncy trampolines, and children of all ages always enjoy going on that. So I think for a 9-year-old, those are the 3 key things.
Brilliant. Go on. Sorry.
I was going to say there are also go-karts, but 2 of the big aspects of Fun in the Park are that we always have a dog show, so that we always get lots of dog lovers bringing their dogs along, and we also have the classic car display.
Wow.
Then we have the arena and stage, and we also always have lots of local children and adults performing in the arena, singing, dancing, getting audience participation.
So this must take months and maybe even a year. To put together. I presume once this is finished, you're planning the next one. Is that how it works?
Just about, yes. We start planning in January for the event in September, so it's about 9 months really.
So how's it going? There's a couple of months still to go. Is there lots of work still to be pulled together, or are we all sorted now?
The main activities now are finalising the sort of detail for the day. Earlier on in the year, we're out there getting sponsors. We've just published our booklet advertising Fun in the Park, so we've sort of done the advertising. But now we've got to start planning the detailed layout, organising who's going to look after everything. Grace does a massive rota for the day of which volunteers are doing which piece of activity on the day. So we're now into the detailed level of planning.
This is a military campaign, isn't
absolutely.
it? This is massive.
Yes.
I've just been given a leaflet. You told me that these leaflets have been produced, and about 20,000 of them, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's right.
So you're likely to be getting one of these through your door. And one thing that you're looking for is more sponsorship. Is that right?
We are always happy to join with local companies and partners to help us, because the more support we get means the more money that eventually will go to the local charities. We always aim to raise enough sponsorship to cover our costs of putting the event on. We have to pay for things like the stage, the toilets, the first aid. There are certain things that have to be paid for. We've covered our costs, but any more money we get, or anything that companies want to give us sponsorship in kind for the day, we're always happy to talk to people.
So have you got a specific charity that you're aiming to support through the funds that raised through the Fun in the Park event?
We have 3 charities that we're wanting to support. They're all local. The first one is St Basil's Night Stop, which is a charity which provides services to homeless young people. The second one is the Lily May Foundation, based in Balsall Common. Again, giving support to bereaved parents and families of stillborn or neonatal deaths. And lastly but not least, Solihull Mind have a horticultural project in Knowle, which we would like to support, and that's for people throughout the borough who have mental health issues of one sort or another.
Okay. If there's any links to any of those organisations that you want us to share as Solihull Radio, do send that through to us, and we'll be able to sort of give them a bit of a push and a promote.
We'll certainly do that.
That'd be brilliant. Okay. Well, thank you. If people wanted to follow this on social media or anything like that, how would they go about doing that?
Well, we've got a presence on Facebook and Twitter, and we've also got our own website. So all you have to look for is Fun in the Park Solihull, and you'll find us.
Find out any more information on there. How much is it to get in, may I ask?
The admission is for a family, it's £6, and we're fairly loose about a family definition. But for an adult, it's £3, and a child, it's £1.
Okay, so very reasonable.
Well, we think so, yeah.
I think that's a wonderful day out, to be perfectly honest. Thank you very much for arranging that. And thank you very much, and best of luck. And hopefully we can get someone from Solihull Radio to come down and sort of share in some of the fun and promote what's going on.
That would
That'd be
lovely.
brilliant. So thank you very much, ladies. It's been an absolute pleasure, and good luck with the event. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Solihull Radio.